nation. So our southeastern analyst, Rashford T. Gardiner, is reporting for the first time in 10 years, a taxi cab can now drive from Harper to Monrovia in a day. So that's the state of affairs from the southeastern part of Liberia. And I can just wait to drive from Monrovia to Harper just in a day. So to get more details, we will join Rashford Gardiner. He's doing a tour, and he will give us more details. Liberia is on the rising. Yes, sometimes when you look around, you want to feel discouraged and say, "Oh yes, but I'm not seeing anything." But this song is very prophetic. And for one fight, Liberians are a courageous group of people. Yes, very resilient group of people. So it's going to be here this afternoon again. We're going to take you up to 5 o'clock from Monday to Friday. Join us. So my boss at Chris Zoe and I are going to take you through, and we're going to have a wonderful time this afternoon. So get set, ready, go. Liberia is on the rising. All right, so at 4 o'clock today, 4 p.m. local time, we're going to have the Director General of the Civil Society Agency, Civil Service Agency. Why you just keep going in and out? I mean, this man is confusing me. So the Director General of the Civil Service Agency, Honorable Josiah Jokai Jr., it will be our guest at 4 p.m. And the host is Christopher Sellee, and I will going to take you through along with the Director General of the CSA. So it's going to be a wonderful time, and we're going to be speaking with some correspondents who have stories to file in this afternoon. and discussing some trending national issues from an unbiased perspective. All right, so my name is Magdalene Finasa. Rest assured, it always promises to be great on State of the Nation. Okay, yes, so Orange Liberia and Echo Bank. I mean, it's not really good for me to have lunch and just get on the microphone. How you doing?
Yes,
And
good.
I can make so many mistakes. I don't know why you just gave me food and then you also asked me to come and open the show. Yeah,
I gave you food.
you gave me food.
Okay, then I am magnanimous. I That's it's part of my life. And
Yes.
I feed the poor. I feed the hungry.
No, no,
I
no.
feed. I
That's
feed the.
that's funny, you know.
Yes,
Yeah, man. So it's good to be back.
yes.
You know,
Thank you,
I just had lunch and did not, I mean, I did not even have dessert. And I'm on the microphone right now.
thank you, thank
So
you, thank you for welcoming me. I'm happy to be here. I was, as usual, I was not here on Friday.
I can see you really
Um,
happy.
I've always been happy. Yes.
But I think it's in your heart.
No.
Not
Yes, it's
nothing
always
for
in my
your
heart.
facial
And
expression.
And that is something I thought you should serve as ambassador on my behalf.
No, I'm serving as an ambassador. That's why I'm
That
telling you
man, don't
that.
see that face looking like that. That man is
I'm telling
clear in his heart.
everybody. I'm
Hmm?
telling everybody.
Okay,
I tell everybody.
then you should not be questioning or measuring my happiness from my facial expression on the radio. That is to say,
Yeah, I'm still trying to tell others who sometimes have problems with your facial expression. I'm trying to motivate them.
okay, well, this is me. Unfortunately, I like to be like people who are rich. I like to work like them to be rich. I like to be people who are successful in
That's
life,
not where you started with, yo.
and I like to follow. Like I've been reading on Aliko Dangote,
Oh
who
yeah.
borrowed $10,000 from his uncle. Though he came from a wealthy family, he didn't want the family money. He borrowed it. Today, he's Africa's richest man. He's a billionaire. Got multi stakeholders all over the continent.
Yeah.
And yes, these are some of the examples I love to be.
And I see you becoming
Yes.
one because you are very committed. You are very far-sighted. You're a visionary, and you're a farmer. So most farmers, I mean, people they have. If you check among people who are very successful in the world, I mean, you can relate. You can tell that most of them are farmers, right?
Yes, but except in Liberia, we have.
I say in the world.
I said, yeah, but in Liberia,
Why you taking that breath from
no,
there?
hold on now. We have not had a successful farmer in Liberia before.
Or a successful politician?
Yes, we have so many of them.
Oh,
So we try to create a successful farmer. I'm talking about someone who is not in officialdom, who started from scratch, sold their produce. Today they're millionaire or they have multi companies all over the place. I'm talking about those kind of a farmer.
okay.
Yes. I'm not talking about you wait, you get into government job, and then you start put some money and open farm. No, that's not what. And I don't know any of that. But my point here is I don't know any successful farmer
Okay,
in this
so
country.
the thing there is whether how I don't want to say however or whichever way, I don't know how to put it, but I mean just make a farm. So if you get in, you get in a public space, or maybe you have a government position, you work in the government now, and then you say yes, I want to make a farm. I mean that's fine. It depends on how you are getting what you are getting to ensure that you sustain your farm, right?
You know, Maggie, let me tell you.
Please.
A friend, a female friend of mine, told me something, and it nearly broke me down. So I see your coming back to government is being delayed because
Mm-hmm.
when your colleagues gather, when they gather over the weekend, you're nowhere around, you are in the bush. And some of these gatherings are where some of these political decisions are made, job distributions are made. Well, I said, well, but then what kind of country do we have? Do I have to be in such gathering before my professionalism can be seen and called upon?
I mean,
And I said,
sometimes.
okay, but if that is the case,
Oh.
well, I think I'm not going to be called to officialdom because my weekend cannot miss me out of the woods. Yes, sometimes it's good to network.
Mm.
But on the weekend, when you have an installation or establishment and you have less number of time, you have only 2 days in a week, and then you have to leave one of those days out to go and assemble and discuss who's doing what, who's doing good, who's not doing good in the government, and whether there's an opening and stuff like that. I find it difficult to believe. But on the overall, I think
You find it difficult to believe
to
or to
believe
do.
that
Uh-huh.
unless you are in those kind of assembly, then you are not a favorite to be called upon to say.
No, I don't think whoever told you that. I
Yes.
don't think that's what the person meant.
What it meant. Say you were, but
I mean,
say you.
it's
Hold on, now. Let me go.
no.
Let me go
I
in
already in
simple.
15 minutes now.
It's simple. And you don't want presenting today. I just want to share my point, then I can go and rest. Yeah.
No, no,
But you keep
okay.
driving me out of the studio. No
No,
problem.
I'm not
Yes.
driving you.
Hmm?
I'm not driving you.
No, but
Today it's like you don't want to do the show here today.
why?
You don't want to be here today. I keep observing you.
Why?
Yeah.
I publish a flyer.
Uh-huh.
Eh?
No,
Of the
the way
CSA
I
Director
think,
General.
yeah, I mean,
So I'm trying to tell you,
mhm.
but okay, so how you get on the job when the play people can be over the weekend? You are not always there.
Is that what the person is telling you?
That's what they're
I'm
telling
asking.
me. And you said, but they don't mean what I'm saying.
Yes, I mean, let me look at it from another standpoint. The last time I was even telling you, sometimes forget about being too serious. You need to have some time out. You know when a bureau of fun 1822?
So when I go over that's seriously. I mean,
No,
it's part of recreation too.
no, it's
No,
not.
you're not even going to that place.
No,
Let me check me
okay,
too.
no.
Mm-hmm. Let me check.
Allow me to lay, I beg you. You too serious with you can be too serious. And one of
Too
the
serious with what now?
too serious with work. I mean, too serious about having a farm. Too serious. They are only asking you sometimes get out of your comfort zone, go and associate. You need to have some space for recreation, socialize. The last time I got to beg you to go and have fun when Lofa was playing Nima. It took me almost an hour. I was already getting irritated. You know the last time what Princess told me? Princess said, you so patient with Chief Chris. I was just laughing. She said, oh Magdalene, you are so patient the last time on Friday. She said, how you been managing? And I was just laughing. Let me just tell you it today because sometimes you get ready, give me so much headache. Let me tell you what.
Hey, you ready? Hey, you ready?
I try to manage this man in the office here, but sometimes he can. I mean, I don't even know how to put it. I have to beg him literally to go and watch the game at the complex. And I told him, I said, so we went to the complex. We have fun. He knew almost everybody over there. We saw the boss man. We saw our boss man, Miss Ability. We saw all everybody. Grizzle. We have fun. He even when he said I'm near. Oh my God. So when we were coming back now, And I told him, I said, what? How do you feel? And he said, oh, did that thing? They put been playing football. And this one, I said, no. So because you have been somebody not quite I'm saying here now. I said because someone have been drinking alcohol from 1960, so they can drink alcohol right now because they feel they have been drinking. I'm only saying that because I'm only using alcohol because
No,
most
but don't
people
use don't use
okay when I
alcohol.
use
Use
alcohol
alcohol.
right
People
okay
will take
power
I don't want drinking alcohol. No.
no okay power I'm gonna
Yeah,
use
yeah,
power.
yeah. Power is not
Oh
not.
okay let me use rice because we all like rice right
Mm-mm.
right so because you've been eating rice um around 1970 as Debekodi. Debekodi eats a lot of rice. He's an old man. He over 70. I think he's 71 years now. Yeah. So when you tell me, because he been having relationship, he been having affairs, for example, right? So Nana, he say, okay, because of that, no, it's a part of life. You need to have time out. Nobody not telling. Nobody will. I mean, your friends that you have with you, some of them are very close, some of them are not close. I don't think they will be, they are all sound people. I know. I know who you interact with. You don't just interact with anybody. I know your friends are very sound. They will not just tell you, say, okay, so lead a farm man, forget that thing. Let can go say that's not what we talk. They are doing it because they want to get that stress out. And you listening to me right now, you're so serious about work. You can build a country here into this. It's not even going to be built in 5 years, 10 years. It's going to take a lot of time because of the damages that have been caused over the past years. Mm-hmm. It is a, it is. Yes, sorry, I just went from having lunch. It is a foundational problem. That's what we have in this country. So until we can go back to our foundation, meaning we have to go deeper, and start to fix some things from there, then we can have a better country. But you can't be too serious about everything from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Money come and get you again. You're gonna break down. Yeah, so Chief, it's good to have you on. And we're gonna be here from now to 5 o'clock. You got one of your very good colleagues who is now the Director General of the Civil Service Agency. He's going to be here with us, but we will have to go to the southeastern part of Liberia this afternoon to speak with Rashford Gardiner.
Yes. So Rashford is reporting that
Yeah,
for the first time, I'm not making not because we're going to Rashford. So you think all you say is true now? Let me tell you.
I've won.
Rashford is reporting for the first time in 10
Yeah,
years,
yeah.
a taxi cab has taken off Harper and reached Monrovia without a breakdown and without a glitch or a hitch in the mud. 10-year history is broken today. 10-year history is broken today. But before we go to Rashford,
Yeah.
let's go to our sponsor, EcoBank Liberia. And I see a lot of people now financially being relieved of the stress waiting for the month to end before because of this one.
He said, I must stop praising you before I tell some secrets about him. That halfway through. Princess are orange. Princess, what? Magdalene, you have a picture?
Mini what?
Huh?
Mini what?
The last time we went to High Father place. On before that Friday.
Mhm.
You will be happy. You face me, you face me. I gotta send you.
Out of any orange store in the country and enjoy football data packs that start from $9 for 10 gigabytes about 30 days to $59 for 125 gigabytes value 30 days. There's a
I brought my
for
glasses.
everyone. Enjoy fast speed internet. Brings you closer to what matters.
That was it, man. She asked me about me, but I don't say what it is.
What she said?
She said, before you get something. Yeah, she is. You make her to experience it.
More possibilities for greatness. Orange Energy is a reliable solution to all life problems. Inspired by the sun and changing lives, one beam at a time. Brighter days are here. Orange Energy now provides reliable electricity at affordable rates. For solar kits starting at $6,565 and monthly payments starting at $1,600. Visit any of our stores or POS to purchase your kit. Brings you closer to what matters.
Anytime that be working, that become a
Get your own internet router from any orange store or POS around the country and enjoy affordable data packs that start from $9 for 10 gigabytes value 30 days to $59 for 125 gigabytes value 30 days. It's a for everyone. Enjoy using the fastest speed internet. Brings you closer to what matters. Start getting it or subscribe by my orange app. $1 gives you 50 minutes on net calls and 5 minutes off net calls, or the same dollar gives you 500 megabytes of data. 24 hours. Enjoy using the best mobile network certified by Ookla second time in a row. Visit our website www.orange.com.lr or call 111 for more information. Brings you closer to what matters. No need to spend plenty money on traditional septic tank that has lots of different challenges. Bowel digestion septic tank is the best solution for all management. One bowel digestion septic tank can serve you for more than 25 years with no problem. Chile Construction Company of Africa Incorporated also gave 1 to 2 years period of free maintenance. Additional services include building construction, electrical wiring, plumbing, POPCD and structure, and many others. For more details, visit Children's office at Covenant Builders Campus, Brooklyn Mission, Kingsville, Liberia, or call 0776 454130, 0776 454130, or 080984569. Or you can visit our Facebook page, Cheddar Construction Company of Africa Incorporated. Cheddar, your trusted partner for all construction needs. No need to spend plenty money on traditional septic tank that has a lot of different challenges. Bowel digester septic You know, it's a new day. Video and still photos available to us from the Morovia City Court can confirm that Robert Anders Wilson, Deputy Director General for Operation General Service Agency, is now a married man. The occasion took place in the Civil Law Court today, USA Morovia City Court. Congratulations, Mr. DGO. Robert Wilson, congratulations to you. And the celebration heads to New Matani Housing Estate. My classmate from Avantis High School. 23 years since we left high school. Is now a married man. But we have to bring this one down to go to Harper, Maryland County, where good news has come in. Just a breaking news. History is made. Rashford Gardiner is our analyst in southeastern Liberia. Rashford tells us that for the first time in 10 years, a taxi cab has taken off from Harper and has landed in Morovia without hitching in the mud. Rashford, good afternoon to you. Rashford, you're breaking, man. What's going on? How's the southeast? How you didn't? How your vehicle didn't get hitched in the mud? Okay, but this news you're reporting has gone viral on social media, quoting you, Truth FM correspondent in Maryland. Of course, we have you as our analyst, not correspondent. You're reporting that a taxi cab, left Harper or left Morovia, landed in Harper or landed in Morovia for the first time in 10 years without any glitch or glitches.
It's just that I don't have where I am, I don't have internet service, and this is something that the LTA needs to press for, that all those network operators with 4G license should be able to provide 4G coverage at least on the main roads. I'm at the town, a town called Tiamantown in
That's Grand Gila, just under the Putu Mountain, I guess.
Exactly where you have the Russian company or something. And that's where I am. I left the harbor at 10:45 this morning, and I got here about 10 minutes ago. Even though I have been stopping, that's why I'm here. You know, at this time, we've been stopping all along the road in River G, interviewing people, doing videos and whatnot. So the skeptics, we're going to upload those videos hopefully when I get that surgery in Grand County. and maybe beyond. All of the sources which we quoted and based our report on, we did that post are correct. I don't deal with people who won't give me factual information. All my sources, I mean, it's just unbelievable. That you could ride along or drive along. If you could drive a keke along this road now, as I speak
What?
to you, you could drive a keke, and this happened in less than 2 months.
You're talking about Zwedru Harper Highway.
I'm talking about Kanwiken because from Kanwiken to Harper is tarmac. But I'm talking about from Swedru to Kanwiken in
River
River
Chief.
County. That was
Kawi.
major trouble stretch trouble. But from all indications, yes, the guys still need to do some fine tuning. There are areas wherein they need to add confidence. But in some areas, especially at the boundary between River G and Grand Judah counties, they did some improvising and they used logs. And I mean, it's just unbelievable because just a few months ago, that place was impassable. We had to take a detour, what called bypass, and just the distance of about 200 meters would take you more than 2 hours to cross.
So Rashford, my concern here is, and I pity your condition. You could possibly be labeled as a regime PR person, but everybody knows the dilapidated condition of the road, especially in the southeast. In fact, during the campaign, some presidential candidate had to fly due to the bad road condition. But you've seen, some went through the Cote d'Ivoire, some went through by air in the region. But you say in 2 months, those conditions that made people to go through Cote d'Ivoire or to fly have all been settled. Am I correct?
Yes. Basically everything. I just told you that yes, there are areas where, like after the town in River G called Putuken, just between Putuken, there's a creek which crosses the road, and that needs to have a culvert. But the cars have been driving through that creek. That's a short, maybe 2 meters wide. Motorcycles and cars have been crossed. That has never been a problem, and so they need one there and maybe one or two other areas. But yet still cars are going through those creeks. They need to build those steel culverts or something to mitigate that problem. But it's not hindering anyone because if the peak of the dilapidated roads, you have cars and motorcycles crossing those areas. You know, and I went a step further, Chris. I got an app which would give you the coordinates of is so those most of the videos and pictures I did, you would see the GPS coordinates on them, so no one will be able to say this is not true. I'm going to upload those videos and pictures. This app was given to me by engineer Kenneth Awaji, former chief engineer at the public works architect. So yes, I have to give him that credit.
Okay.
Pardon me. But
So,
yes, I've done those videos and pictures, and I have the app which would give you the coordinates. So there's no way that anyone can dispute and say, we're trying to create some false statement or trying to prop up the regime. I'm not a member of any political party in Liberia, but we've been reporting on the issue, the bad road conditions in the region for over 6 years. And it actually became over the past 6 years. That's during the tenure of the former regime. And it's a fact.
okay.
Why should we make up stories? Why?
I mean,
You just started, Chief.
putting your character on the line for, I mean, let me not go there, but is there any deduction in the transportation?
Initially, you commercial drivers charging $18,000 that's fair from Cleveland in Maryland to Monrovia, which is the you could get a ride for 8,000-9,000 from Cleveland. So yes, it's a huge reduction. Maybe it's been helped. Yeah. So we spoke with this. I'm going to upload videos.
Okay.
We interviewed one or two business people, and they're happy. They said that like we spoke to a local scratch card dealer in Pudukin, Rivers County. He said his scratch cards are selling faster.
Okay.
More people passing through, making stopovers. Pudukin is just before the second the commercial city of Rivers County, which is big weekend.
Including other commodities that come from in town.
Exactly. So you now have the availability of commodities because you have the vehicles rolling through without any hindrance, and so look, the road. We even saw two cars from the Orange GSM company. They were taking fuel, perhaps to some site along the road, and just imagine. Speaking to you on Orange, there's been like maybe 6 months or so we've not had coverage here, and I think that was due to the lack of fuel. But Orange is beaming down here in Tiamat, despite the glitches and all of that.
So I think you change your profile picture. At first, you had a truck almost like laying flat to the ground. But I think we'll be looking up to see another profile picture on your WhatsApp or your Facebook page.
Sure. We should note, however, that no one should say that that this is a permanent or a long-term solution. But the fact is that you now have vehicles trying the route between Tapeta in Nimba County and Kanwakan in Rivers County, because that maybe 6 months ago that was almost impossible, especially using four-wheeled vehicles. But now you could drive even a keke. I'm telling you,
A keke.
Yes, I'm telling you. You're going to see pictures. The question most Southeasterners are asking is, what's the former regime from doing what was done in 2 months? They had 6 years. What stopped them from doing that? In 6 years, something which was achieved in less than 2 months.
It's like I have a trip. Somebody needs to sponsor my trip to Maryland. I will start packing my things this afternoon. I need to come over. Yeah.
Okay, so Rashford, this, and your post is being shared all over, of course, by officials of this administration. It's a testimony for them. And besides roads, what about electricity? Quickly, let's talk about electricity. And if you have anyone from the Southeast living in Buroville, they're very close to being connected. Poles are now being planted. Cables are being run from one point to the other. Electricity-wise, in the Southeast, I know sometimes you reported about situation coming from the Kavala River, from the other side of the border with the Ivorian authorities. How is electricity now?
Okay, before we talk about electricity, let's talk about something else, that is other services, which is, I would say, central government based, and it has to do with the health care delivery system in Maryland County. Now, remember, we have the regional referral hospital, the James Jenkins Dawson Memorial Hospital at Hopper, which caters to a whole lot of people, even from neighboring villages in the Ivory Coast. Before now, we had this issue of help workers, just behaving as though they are doing a favor and all of that. But I tell you, last Saturday, I took my one of my daughters to hospital, and I was surprised to see the kind of health service, the care, the concern, the speediness of our process, where before you would go just for one result of malaria and typhoid, you would have to spend 6 hours waiting just for the result, but that wasn't so.
This all shorting now. The time waiting time all shorting out by what? The improvement.
Definitely. And wherein government nurses and other medical practitioners wouldn't see you unless you tip them, even though the services are supposed to be free. And there's one thing I noticed. They got this big sign posted on all the major entry points of the hospital, wherein it stated that every other service here is free apart from glasses and surgery. So I think this government is it really means business.
Why when you mention the government you laugh figuratively? What's going on? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. And Rashford, if you have problem with being labeled as regime journalist or pro-government journalist, man, you're not going to report the fact. All I can admonish you, like you've done for the past 2 years on this platform, is speak what is truth and speak and expose what are lies. Minus that, nothing. Don't bother. Don't be bothered.
Exactly. Exactly.
So quickly, electricity before we come to yeah.
Electricity, the government needs to do more when it comes to electricity, especially for the grid in Maryland, which services clergy as well. During the ending of the last regime, this grid was subjected to a group called Leap Energy, but from all indications, and it's been over a year now because they took over in April of 2023, we've not seen any upgrade to the system. The substation for Liberia, which was to have been built when you had the initial running of the lines, it's not yet has not yet come to fruition. This means that whatever the Ivorians say, actually you have to abide by it. And there are outages, there are flip flops in the electricity. There are so far no meters. Everyone is basically on a flat rate, which of course is not sustainable. We've not seen any change like for in the case of vehicles and other logistics for the guys on the ground. And so yes, there's electricity, but it becomes patchy and sporadic at times. And from all indications, the government needs to look into electricity for Maryland and going through Riverton County, which of course is subcontracted to this group called the we learned that a Togolese national teamed up with some Liberians, but we don't see much of him. We had Monica Tan down here last in Maryland to officially commission Lead Energy, but so far we've not seen any improvements. In fact, some areas because people keep adding load. There are new homes. Even those homes that were connected, they would buy more utensils for the home and all of that. So, but nothing. There's no new transformers being bought. The areas which didn't have electricity still don't have electricity, and so the government needs to look into that and maybe revisit the contract with the Lead Energy.
Okay, thank you, Rashford. Yeah, Rashford, there's big news in town about the expectation, high expectation. Liberians waiting for the 280 plus yellow machines. With the way things are going, if they're all true, Maryland is going to bag 19 River G19. I don't know how the people were receiving the news back then. Though it's now a
18, 18
debate
or 19?
between. It is now between the debate is now between former government and current government. That well, where did you take all these machines from and be accountable to us? But that is how are you receiving the news
Well,
that size before we
let me
go?
let you, because I hope you get about that.
Mhm.
Many people who former supported the Earth's regime of President George Weah are sitting back and saying, hey, but how come these people were unable to do this, to deliver all of this in so short a period? And they're beginning to say, we wasted our time, we wasted our votes. I've spoken with a whole lot of them. I usually sit with the common people, talk with them, hear what their thoughts are. And it's just joy. We heard that story on Friday of last week. I have a popular show called The Night Talk on our radio. And a whole lot of people were like, what? So it's true? I extracted the audio from that video,
Yeah.
which is, and everyone is like, well, what? So could this be true? It's been a local ministry of public works with their own machines and all of that to do for so Maryland with our pavement from Harper to River G. So basically, they're going to be using those machines for
Farm to market. Yeah.
those routes which weren't paved, and they've been so for many years. Those machines will be used for them. The coastal villages in Maryland, and I believe that's going to be true also for counties like River G.
Wonderful. And Rashford, we've never been disappointed by your intervention news wise here. Thank you so much for your analysis. Hope to see you. Do not be deterred. Do not be carried away. Obviously, this comes with the job. If you speak against one person who is against that person is your friend. If you speak in favor, that person becomes your enemy. So you just, yes.
Some of them are even coming in my inbox to insult me, and call me all sorts of names. But I'm not deterred. Trust me.
Yeah.
Okay.
For those who believe in facts,
Yeah.
you want to see videos and pictures very shortly, complete with coordinates, so no one is going to say we're telling a lie around here.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Rashford. Thank you.
Thanks so much for your good job.
Okay, so let's take this break with the audio, the one that is making big news in town.
Minister Christie, Senior Minister of State. It's a great honor to share this moment, although through a video conference. To change the destiny of our people. If you know the history of Nigeria, if you look at the change in the world, this is not just turning machines over. This is changing the lives of our people completely. And we are totally grateful. Besides our primary roads, which is just in the couple of 2,000 kilometers, rather the 10,000 kilometers that are on feet of the second road. These roads connect to agriculture. So farmers are able to go to the farm, grow food, are able to take that to market. We are making history in Liberia, connecting Liberia with China and South Africa.
Okay, so for those of you who have not seen the video, there are 286 yellow machines. Some excavator, some grader, some caterpillar, some front loader. 200 plus of them. The destination is the port of Monrovia, departing China. Is a Sellee company made. They decorated with the red, white, and blue flag and with the picture or the portrait of the president, His Excellency Joseph Boakai. In 2017, he said, "Love Liberia, build Liberia, and love Liberia,
Yo.
build,
No,
think Liberia, love and build."
But I thought again.
That song we used to be singing. I'm forgetting.
Why you people forgetting that?
Yeah, man. Then some of the people who were telling us say that nonsense you're talking, they are the one that are running or calling Joseph Boakai Your Excellency. So think Liberia, love Liberia, and build Liberia. Right? And this slogan culminated into the arrest in 2023. The arrest is tapping agriculture. Agriculture taps. As a matter of fact, tomorrow, Agriculture Minister Dr. J. Alex Nutter will be our guest on the agro segment.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking food production in the wake of reported hauling and pulling about rice in the country. So, these machines, I'm told, are on their way to Monrovia. They're going to be distributed among counties. Those of you who are, or especially this generation, I am part of this generation before yours, you young people. I saw each county having a headquarter or mini headquarter of the Public Works Ministry. The Public Works Ministry was decentralized. The Public Works Ministry was decentralized. Each county had its own headquarter and were were responsible to recruit road maintenance workers. I remember sometimes you see people on the side brushing the elephant grass along the route. Then during the dry season, the yellow machines will come and then greater, and then you have an all-weather road. Though they're not pavement or asphalt, but it was difficult for vehicles to get stuck in the mud. Are we saying those days are back? Hey, don't get us wrong. Some of these roads that these machines will be working are already in contract, being paved. You just heard Rashford. I know the Banga Salaye Highway is being paved, and it's going to be extended all the way to Medekoma. They're making it the Banga Medekoma Highway. Medekoma is a border town between or amongst Sierra Leone, Guinea, and Liberia. That is the only point you stay and see all the three counties or countries divided by the Makona River. That is what the government PR is supposed to be telling you now. Because this is happening 30 years before or after.
Yeah.
And even if you are not in favor of this, oh yes, it is your right to ask for accountability. Yeah, but in this case, it is even right to ask for accountability of individuals who amass wealth at their expense. This one is coming for no individual. It's coming for the Republic of Liberia. It's coming for the Republic of Liberia. Let me just read a post from Musa Hassan Belede, representative district number 7, Nimba County. This is what he said. This is what he said. Sorry, I'm looking. This is what he said. I'll read it line for line. Then we can make it topical. Because, and we know, when I was in SDA high school, I never used to like seeing the chemistry teacher. Yeah, mathematics, yeah, we used to try, do our stuff. My best teachers were geography, history, language arts, which include literature. Some of my lecturers are still around. Peter Duncan is still around at the University of Liberia. Dixon Kupi Yoka is now the president for the Pittsville SDA High School. Joseph O. Brown should be around in the Firestone area. Dueto Musu Biology. But by the time the late Michael Ogon came to class, my whole spirit, because I couldn't I didn't envision being a scientist, but again, it was a requirement. I had to study to pass. But I was not the best. I was not the happy student in the chemistry class. So when I see other people jubilating this, I said, look at these people. But then I used to wait for a moment. When it comes to map reading in geography, well, I had no equal. When it came to literature and Rami and Royce and stuff, no equal. History, I hardly copy history notes. I just wanted to listen to the lecture. But then, the case I'm drawing now is, even some people know that this moment is a moment of history making, but because it not happened during their time, they say, hey, let's just mock it. This generation, none of you ever saw a public works ministry office open actively in your county. Nobody, none of you. Those of you from Bond County, the headquarters is there in Wensu, just after George Mobile's home. Those of you in Lofa is on the highway going towards Kulahun. Those of you in Grand Bassa is at Lawrenceville. Those were stations, and those machines were all working. The war came and looted them. We should be having problem with those who designed the war, executed. We still giving them high-profile government jobs. Yes, ask for the source of the money. But this is what Musa Belede said. And the executive mansion is yet to speak to this. I'm told the Ministry of Information is coming up with more clarification. This is what Musa Belede wrote. The news of the yellow machines is welcoming and must be embraced by all. Our roads are poor and our people are suffering. The legislation under the line item called presidential projects, that's the budget, gave the president the latitude or gave the president the authority or the window. I'll put it in my own context now. Gave the president the window in the 2024 budget to do something like this one, talking about the machines. This is no time to criticize such a revolutionary move by the executive mansion. He termed it as revolutionary. Revolution is to change from the worst to the best. And he termed this move as revolutionary. We look forward to the transparent and equitable implementation of this critical project. You see, his position for you is bad. It is bad. Then when we talk about the 49 condominium, he said, man, you jealous of man. This one, 286. They're all coming not for Joseph Boakai, but for the government of the Republic of Liberia. All one should do, like Musa Belede is doing, Representative Musa Belede is doing, is to caution that our eyes are open for the transparent manner and the equitable distribution of this machine. They should not find their way at somebody's private home. How we know?
Somebody village.
Or somebody's village. The money that was allotted for the pavement of the road from Clay to DC Claton through Jelejua, we know how that project changed and it eventually went to pay people private homes, road leading to their homes. We know that. We know that. Yes, Basuk. Yes, ask a question. Myself, have been asking the question. I have been agreeing with people to say, yes, the release of this information was just premature. And it killed, actually, it overshadowed the 3-day cabinet retreat where we discussed this, that. I'm sure this one was the biggest one.
Yeah.
This one was the biggest one.
Yeah. Sure.
So anybody associating with this, just listen to this one. Because of bad road, these compatriots never live to see this ship docked at the port of Harper.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. This is Nico. The first name Bill Vessel, Bill in Liberia, 2018. She's about to take a trip to Maryland County. As you can see, they are turning around facing the bar mouth. Slowly, here he goes. Captain making a U-turn. Yes, as you can see, gradually turning towards the bar mouth. Wow, as you can see it. Bobbing the engine color. This is Miko 1. Bill in Marshall County, 2018. On the way to Harper City, Gold of Benelli. Slow. Lali Sime Palette, Simeko Sime. And Simeko open a new branch so about. The same way they said, how they said in the Abona. Because if you company what food are paying, so you know, so a t-shirt are last in the business. But the Sime still know they're feeling. Miko Ifanga. This is Miko Ifanga. This is the hatch. We went up police see there. There were all the booze Sime, rice, lepo, the purple agenda, street lepos they are facing the carries on the lepo, some Sime. This is the bag of the vessel. The guys you see at the back of the vessel there is the wire. Those are going to monitor the wire.
2 years ago, those who were going to supervise the wire exam never lived to see the docking of this ship. They had to use the waterway because of bad roads. There was no availability of flight to fly into Harper. 2 years ago, those machines are coming to build roads and to save life. Communication available to the platform 2 years ago, the management of the free port of Monrovia, the National Port Authority, then under Bill Tuaway, were asked that this ship was not seaworthy. They still loaded it and took off for Harper, and some of our compatriots lost their lives. One person who would never forget this moment is Representative Williams of District 3, Maryland County, right?
Mm-hmm.
The man who won the speaker. His son was on the ship. His son never lived to see the ship docking when he was headed for vacation. We're so quick to forget. We politicize everything. And the only thing we just want our wallets or purses to be filled with green notes. The rest of it, we say to hell with them. Those of you who are asking for the transparent management of this revolutionary step, we join you on State of the Nation. Let's take this musical break to be right back. And you know, this one is titled Antroyen Swa is done in Crown. So good afternoon to you, Crown people. Grand Jira Zulu Weske. Enjoy fine. I'm speaking Crown, Magdalene. You know, I feel sorry for you. You haven't gone any part of this country yet. Okay, this is Densible. And to you, Commissioner General, Liberia Maritime Authority, Nito Zazalai, a son of Grand Julia County. Oh, those of you, Zilatan, Grand Julia County, Bucket Junior High, my childhood hometown. Brad Tate, where are you? You know, Brad, you need to leave this Bihar. Keep calling. Maybe the appointed power will hear you. But you just cut us off. We're not responsible, Chief. We also hustling.
Yeah, just stop, man. You just stop.
So what are you doing? There's this one. Don't worry, you'll be here soon. My people in Tajuan in Sano County. Buta, Panama, Farmersville, Lexington, Youngstown, Johnson, Planable, Pinestown, Sapo National Park. Good afternoon to all of you. I say, led by example, the Civil Service Director General is in town. 5 minutes to his arrival, to his appearance. So government officials, government workers, 8 o'clock on the dot. You know, today is the Director General of Civil Service. Tomorrow, same time, 4 to 5, Minister of Agriculture. And then on Wednesday, 3 to 4, Managing Director, Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation. Which county more are you from, say? Okay, so we have to break this one down. I don't know, you know, more I will come a lot, but I don't know the county. I know more is more Cape Martini, and then Mo did all his childhood, I mean, stuff in Freetown. I think I want to. But so let's do this one as a welcoming song for the as we prepared to take on the Director General of the Civil Service Agency. This is familiar, right? Hello? Yeah. Mhm. What? What? You in waste what? How calling? Hmm? What happened in waste? Okay.
What's the new sound for the music?
Okay. All right. So the time is exactly 2 minutes after 4 o'clock, and then by the time it is 4, we go strictly into today's this segment's presentation. We have with us the Director General of the Civil Service Agency, the engine room of the government bureaucracy, and then a very familiar young man. Once upon a time, served this platform as the American Bureau Chief for Electoral Analysis. And we have some spell out University of Liberia. I know this person that I'm about to interview, so we will go into it right now. He's a PhD candidate. And the last time we talked was on this platform when, especially radio, when he was giving some analysis on the Bureau electoral system. He worked at the National Elections Commission before um, going to school to the US. He's back to serve his country in this capacity where he's preferred by the President of the Republic of Liberia. I am talking about anyway, as soon as I see signal from the television crew, then I will introduce this man. But this is the song. Okay, that's Kappa. Kappa. Everyone knows that song, right? It's a familiar one. So, but because of we have to go strictly into this thing. Um, Okay, got few microphones open over there. Yeah. Okay, so I'll have to set this one. Okay, so we will go right ahead. We'll be ahead of the television crew when they set. They will join us as the crew is making all efforts for us to come online. Of course, we are on air on 96.1. It is the radio service of the Renaissance Communications Incorporated, Truth FM, 1 minute after 4. As I was saying, the Director General of the Civil Service Agency. I'm talking about Josiah Joker Jr., PhD candidate, one-time electoral analyst on State of the Nation, and I'm going to have a very frank discussion here. We're going to look at the vision, the reformer at the CSA, the vision where he is now, where it is now, and where he intends to leave it, maybe at the closure of the 6 years. Since that is the mandate, of course, he works at the will and pleasure of the president. As long as he works at the will and pleasure of the president, we are aware that this administration will end at 6 years. Good afternoon to you, Mr. Director General. Yeah, kapow, kapow. You understand that vernacular, right? Kumene, kumene.
Wow.
It's son of Sellee, right? Sellee, just say, joking. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah. Zaza, yeah. I know Yella, where they got the fortress, right? Zaza, yeah. Of course, the Labrador pattern, naming and origin pattern, unlike Ghana, we take our fathers, right? Yeah, Ghana will take their mother, where your mother. But anyway, the two districts are just adjacent one another. So it's good to have you, man. I was honored the last time, and I must say this one. And with all my friends who were preferred by the president, you were the only one who gave me a written invitation for your confirmation. I was honored by that. Unfortunately, I didn't attend due to poor health, but I was following, and I was glad that the legislature, the Senate to be specific, saw the need to confirm you and see where we are today. Good afternoon to you. Welcome. Mhm. Okay. Mhm. Mhm. All here? Oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you. So the young lady who usher you in is Magdalene F. Saah. The F stands for Finda. I don't have to tell you the traditional relationship between you and the Kisi people. Aha! So, so, so let me just introduce. Yes, he's my uncle. I know. After the kisses, you are my uncle. Yeah, but the kisses are the grand. Uncle, how you doing? Welcome. So this is Madeline. The both of us do this show together. She's turned prolific now. In fact, she's stepping in the shoes now. And then you yes, she did online. You know when the baby bird going out testing the wings, when it goes and doesn't come back, then the mother just leaves that area now. So that's how she looks now.
So
She's
being honest, you answer.
she's grown already. Yeah, very independent. Okay, so welcome, Chief. So here we are. We wanted to know the state of affairs of the civil service when you took over the civil service agency when you took over. Mhm. Yeah. Mhm. 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 Not 191,000, but one. Okay. So I need to jot that down because I heard similar thing at the National Transit Authority. That was $41. Yours was $191. Okay. Mhm. You would have charged you with theft of property. I don't know whether it's in your, but anyway, finish with your previous friend. Okay. Mhm. Computer not coming on. Mhm. 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 Chief, I know you study politics and diplomacy. I mean, for God's sake, this is, yeah, I know your position you come, right? And any person like yours then will come and then play that diplomacy. But this is a raw platform, no insult, no. Okay, good. Yes, yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Really? Hmm. Hmm.
Why I went to that meeting is because the GSA asked me about 2 months ago, wrote me formally to coordinate, my colleagues so that we show the proper upkeep and maintenance of the ministerial complex. That's why you've seen a lot of changes taking place
Yeah.
since I was, appointed. We cleaned the place. We did
And I
a
was there that day.
yeah,
I
we did
didn't,
for me. Yes,
yes,
we
yes.
did a
That's
comprehensive
good.
cleanup for the first time. I work with the
All the ministers
GSA.
are involved.
Oh yes, all the ministry will mobilize the employees every time. Again, we put our own money together. We all contributed. We brought the employees together. We did everything. We got food for the employees. Nobody provided that to
Hmm.
us. We mobilized the resources to do that, and employees contributed. Some people $500 Liberian, some people $250. Very much inspired to do that, and some of us contributed whatever we could, and we're able to feed ourselves for that day. We're able to take care of everything that was required for that day. And you saw the joyous mood, people taking ownership of stuff that they're supposed to do. So we did that. So we went to the ambassador and
Hmm.
said to him, look, we appreciate the fact that you have given us this huge complex. It has helped government to save millions. And, they used to do rental services for those entities, six
Hmm.
of them. So, but this is what we want you to do. We want you to provide training
Hmm.
for our people, especially those from GSC, our maintenance people, so that they can know how to repair all of the equipment at the complex,
Hmm.
so that they will know how to work, on all of the appliances. When anything happens, they can have the necessary tools and be equipped with the skills to be able to do it. He was very excited.
Hmm.
Because he thought that was innovation, and he thought that it's something they can do for ownership, so that every time our lift is down, we don't have to call the Chinese to come and do it, or
Hmm.
look for Chinese, technician to come and do it and pay the person. Every time we have issues, with our panel boxes, our people are able to take care of it to do that stuff. So we did that, and we're looking forward to that. We also talked to him about several other things, regarding government, but I'm not in the place support the government. I'm not in the place to say that the
Hmm.
GSA Director General, when he appears, he can speak to that because that falls in his shop directly. Yes, we've been doing a lot there, and what we have started doing is very significant when it comes to reform of our civil service. And why are we deliberate about this in the immediate term? The civil service, is the fulcrum of the government, in terms of that fulcrum that the government spends on,
Hmm.
that fulcrum that makes the government efficient, effective, to be able to deliver on the mandate of the Liberian people. You can have the best plans, you can have the best strategies, but if you don't have the best manpower or human resource capacity, you cannot deliver on those plans.
Hmm.
You cannot produce. Your deliverables will only be good for paper, and it's often said that government is only as good as the people. So you can, yes, you have the government, the president, the rest of the people, but if you don't have the right people, from the technical perspective in the civil service, who do the day-to-day jobs, not those of us who were appointed, not the politicians, those in public administration and political affairs, not those people. You're talking about the people in the civil service, the people who conduct the day-to-day affairs of all those ministries, the different sectors. Yes, you're talking about the health workers, the teachers. You're talking about the technician in the agricultural sector. You're talking about engineers, you're talking about scientists, you're talking about, medical people in different spheres. These are professionals. The combination of all of these people constitute the civil service. And these are the people who keep the government running effectively, functionally, and if it is not well, then the government is sick. Yeah, that's the that's the best
Yeah,
way I can put
yes.
it. So
You wouldn't score any
no,
success
not
without
at all.
these
So the first
people.
thing we want to do, okay, we inherited a workforce of 67,746 individuals in the civil service. We say, okay, let's take a look at it. Let's see what the inefficiencies are. Let's see what the redundancies are. Let's see what the discrepancies are. How can we have a manageable wage bill? Because that's 67,000 plus. Every month, government is spending on the average around $23.5 million to service that. If you times that by 12 to give you the annual stuff, you're talking about 200, that is something $1 million, close to $300 million that you have to, in this economy of ours and a proposed budget of just $700 million, you're talking about significant chunk that goes just to the wage bill.
Which bill?
And that's not fair enough, because when you're talking about development, then people tell you, even if people want to support you, they tell you, but you're not serious. You're making money. It's a cash-based economy. So we make the money, we spend it. So they say, okay, you make the money, then you spend it on yourselves. You pay yourselves the money. That's not what we want to do. For efficiency, we must have enough money, sufficient money going towards the productive sectors, areas like agriculture, like healthcare, like education, for our teachers, for our health workers, for our agriculture extension officers, professional technicians in the field, Ministry of Public Works, the infrastructure development, technical services across water and sewer. Basic social services, we need to put more money to those, and then projects that will address the social needs of our people. But if we are spending that money, that kind of money on the wage bill every month and annually, then it means that we don't have anything going to those areas. And those are key human security sectors. Human security sectors. You're talking about food production. Our staple food is rice. You're talking about rice production. That's why we're importing rice hugely in this country, because we don't even have the money to invest in rice production to the extent that we can be self-sufficient. So the best thing we can do is to go back to our workforce, streamline it, professionalize it, make it sizable and efficient, and then that has to match the wage bill, so that you relieve government of the financial burden and move most of the money towards those sectors that will help with the rebuilding and development of our country. So that's the mission we are on at the CSA.
Okay. Yeah, I know you got long list of, shopping list, but let's do some intervention here,
Right.
Mr. Director General. I don't know, but before we go into the real discussion, you kept talking about collecting among yourselves to do some intervention, technical works, and keeping the place, giving a facelift. Why there's no budget for
We
CSA?
inherited $101 balance, and then 10,200 Liberian dollars. That's what we inherited. And government was only approving by law 112.
112. Yeah, I
112
know
was
that
just
one.
on
Yeah.
remuneration
Yeah.
compensation. Where do we get the money from to do the job? And we have to do the job. So we have to be innovative, very creative. And I don't mind doing it for my country. And the fact that I have that leadership skills and quality, I apply that to inspire the wife. If you go to CSA now, everybody is working. Everybody wants to work because the director general is working. The director general comes in early. The deputy director general, both of them, they come in early. They are the last to go. We are the last to go. Employees are there. We are checking, making sure that the work is happening. We're not just giving instructions. We are part of the team to do the job ourselves. That's an inspiration on the part of the employees.
Yeah. So
If I'm
on.
asking about contributions
Mhm.
and I take $150 as director general, put it on the table, call it the entire, we are always having core meetings, general staff meeting. And if I put $150 on the table and say, hey, we got to do this, the lift is down. We need $750 to do it. Here's my contribution, $150. Deputy Director General comes, $100. The other deputy comes, $75. Staffers, I mean, directors are coming, 20. So we raise the money, we fixed it. The lift is working. And this is our country. That's the spirit. You have to begin to teach Liberians to take ownership. And that's the spirit we need in this country nationally. When you talk about patriotism, it is more pronounced, than applied. And that's what those of us who understand it, uh, in terms of its importance to this country, we are taking the first step for people to learn from that and be able to follow. That's the essence of leadership. So I don't mind us doing it.
Okay. So I don't know how before Magdalene comes here. I don't know how you. I read it. Maybe I think you know the enormity of the job
Mhm,
you've come to,
mhm,
and I don't know whether you know this one. You're now seen as a reformer by some group of people, and with some group of people, you are a tyrant.
mhm,
You came, you said the payroll is characterized by guns and the government was spending money support. If you've been paid mobile money twice, one person, one channel, just and then you went into your administrative strategy and you came up at the end of the day, several of our competitors got affected. They had to leave. That's taking bread from their table. They see you as their enemies, others see you as a reformer. Where do you stand?
Oh, so I'm doing my job, and my job is to make sure that the workforce is efficient, is functional. It contributes to the government delivering per the mandate of the people. Now, here's what we need to do. We need to square out everything here. So we query the payroll. When we did that, we realized that about 40,000 individuals on the payroll did not have personnel action notices. And mind you, this predates 2019.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just about the George Weah leadership. And
Mm-hmm.
here's the reason why. You have many government agencies that were brought into the purview of the civil service agency in terms of their payrolls.
Mm-hmm.
Those institutions were paid through, special allowances, and some of them were taking the Liberian dollar component, the 80% versus the 20%, 80% United States dollars and 20% Liberian dollars. And so they brought them into the regular payroll, and then that was part of the harmonization process.
Mm-hmm.
But what did not follow was the CSA then making sure that those people they are bringing into the payroll are civil servants, complete their personnel action notices in keeping with law. Because the personnel action notice tells it all as to who you are as an employee of the civil service. That notice is a set of forms. It tells you your pay grade, how much Chris is supposed to be making as director. It tells you how much you are supposed to make annually. It 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 tells us, the CSA, your bio data, so that when we want to process retirement or pension for you, we know where to take the information from to work with NASCAP to do that. It tells us who's your next of kin is
Mm-hmm.
in terms of something happening to you on a job, who will receive your benefits. And then it tells us, the CSA, your qualification, your competency. It tells us your skill sets. It tells us your knowledge, your experience for the job that you are seeking. Then it tells us your core values, what you stand for. And do those core values jive or align with the core values of the institution for which you're seeking the job? A combination of all of those qualities tells us your qualification level, and it tells us who you are, and it helps us to process all your employee information. That's why it is a policy that the CSA must ensure that every employee in the employ of the CSA completes the personnel action notice. So when I took over, I found in my office, and In the washroom, what you call the bathroom, I found 19,600 unprocessed personnel action notices. I have displayed those. I took them to
You mean
make
in
them.
the bathroom, not on the shelf?
All there, all there.
In the bathroom.
We had to rearrange them and put them into boxes according to spending entity. We had to do that. We have them. I took them to Mika press briefing. I showed them to the public. Now, those people, even though their pens were, the processing was incomplete, but those people are on the payroll. All the CSA is saying, we will work with the entities from which the entities these people are serving and on the payroll. We will work with their HR departments and the heads of the entity to regularize their status, to make sure that their status is legitimate, to make sure that they even know what their legitimate salary should be, to make sure that they know what the benefits pertaining to their job are, to make sure that they have the job security. It's my responsibility as Director General of the CSA to guarantee that for every single employee within the civil service. I have to account for them. That's just 19,600 off the 40,000. Then about 20,000, we realized that they did not even initiate the paying process at all, but they are on
But
the
they're on the
payroll.
payroll.
They are on the payroll. Now, should somebody be on the payroll who the Director General does not know? How do we account? Should somebody be on the payroll who the Civil Service Agency does not know?
But obviously, you're not going to know everyone in person.
Wonderful, not
Maybe,
in person, but to
okay,
have
okay, then I
records.
understand.
Right?
Records. Okay.
So here's what we have done. We elaborated a special project. It's a quick impact project called the Employee Status Regularization Project. It has two phases. Phase one is to conduct a comprehensive hair count at every entity. That's the first step. We are doing that right now. We have done several entities. We have concluded the Ministry of Health last week, the Liberia Broadcasting System last week, the Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs and Tourism last week, Ministry of Education Central Office last week. We are doing leases. We are concluding Ministry of Public Works. We have done NCCRM, that's the National Center for Coordination and Response Mechanism. We have done those. We have done the Liberia Institute of Public Administration. We have done the Ministry of Mines and Energy through the hair count process. What goes into the hair count process? Our team comprising of specialists and also the IAA, the Internal Audit Agency representative, they team up. We develop a special app. That's another innovation. Government did not pay for that. I got the expertise from in-house. We developed the app not on government's account. That app is efficient. That app is recording and capturing everything, the physical verification, the attendance records analysis we're doing for each entity, the sick leave, and the steady leave analysis we are doing. All the reports are generated by the app. So we produce a case for your institution. Then we come to you. The Director General comes to you along with his team. We put your data on the wall and show you your data for January, February, March. How many of your people obey the attendance record policy? Who of did not obey? How many persons would be recommended for you to remove based on the policy? Because it says when you are absent for 14 days consecutively,
Yeah,
you are
14.
automatically fired. It's not me saying it, it's the law. It's the law in the civil service. So anybody anybody who is violating will definitely go in a respect. Then those who meet certain requirement in that respect suspended without pay for certain time. Yeah. And then those who require warning will be warned not to do it the next time. That raises your antennas and makes you to get on track. So we have done that. And some of the reports we have, if you see the attendance records, I'm receiving calls every day from the United States, from India, from Ghana, from Nigeria. I am naming those countries because those are the countries the calls are coming from. Say, for example, when we did mines and energy, some people call the people who are on the payroll. They live in India, they live in the US, they live in Ghana and Nigeria. They are on the payroll as I speak to you, taking pay. We only got to know that through the hair count process after doing the attendance records analysis. And they are calling me and confessing and telling me the truth. Director General, that's why I've been living on for 2 years. That's what I've been living on for 3 years.
So this brings in my question. So after those who are listed on ghost names, anyone who is involved or who was on that list, if they use the proper channel, can they be reconsidered?
Oh no, first they have violated the laws.
Can you, who do you blame, who do you hold responsible in
So
this
that's why we
this?
advise we put a freeze in place for heads of entities not to replace people, because there are people in the institution that we will be holding accountable for those actions. For example, HRs, these things did not happen without the acquiescence or consent of the HRs. It did not also happen to a large extent without the consent of the heads of entities. So at the end of the day, the CSA is compiling reports, and many of these people will be requesting the LACC to investigate these people, launch full-scale investigation, and advise the CSA. Let me tell you some of the actions we've taken. NCCRM, for example, we have written the LACC to launch a full-scale investigation. And I'm glad, I want to thank the LACC. They responded favorably and said, Director General, we have launched a full-scale investigation per your request into the NCCRM situation. Now, what's the situation? We did a hair count. We realized that 12 persons there were unverified, meaning that they were employed by the institutions, but they were not working, but they were being paid. Those people, we have blacked them on the payroll. They're not taking pay anymore, pending the investigation. Then 12 additional people who were taking pay, some of them $1,700, some $1,800.
Foreign exchange.
They
in USD.
They in United States dollar, yeah. They do not even know where the NCCRM office is. They've never been there. Pure ghost. So for October, November, December, they pay those people. That bill, that wage bill is somewhere around $25,000. I have written the LACC and asked the LACC to investigate the former Director General and the Controller and advise the CSA. So just to tell you, Finda, my sister, that the CSA is not only blocking fictitious name or illegitimate names on the payroll, the CSA is also going after those who have been stealing government resources. We are going after them, and that's why people are uneasy. If you did the right thing, you should not be frightened by this process. This process is meant to help us.
Maybe you need, Chief, Dr. DG, maybe you need to give a definition of, and I've been deliberate on this one, a definition of the word ghost. I had to do some education among some people who understood ghost as different.
Wonderful.
The argument was, in fact, the people stole the money until they were paying spirit and all. So
all right, so
in this case, what is ghost mean?
I will talk a little bit about some of the actions we've taken, and as I talk about it along the line, so people will understand exactly what ghost names are. That action that we took is part of the ESRP. Now, why are we doing the hair counts first, not the pens, giving people the pens to fill out? Because if you don't do the hair counts to remove all the potential ghosts, you will give the pen to ghosts again to complete.
Okay.
That what will be happening?
And they will sign it, just go.
Phase one, we clear all the ghosts. Then all the legitimate people that are there, we give them the pen to complete. We regularize their status. That's all the ESRP is about. And everyone has overwhelming. Look, if you see the number of civil servants that are commending us and on a daily basis asking, we want the hair count to finish quickly so you guys can come and help us complete our pens, because we want to know how much we're supposed to be making legitimately. We want to know, we want to give you our bio data, so that for retirement, for pension, we can do this. We want to know what our benefits are. Every day we get that. So in the process, once we complete the hair count, the country is going to know exactly how many ghosts were identified on the payroll, how many unverified people on the payroll were identified and removed, and how much has that saved, how much the government has saved everything. The last time when I was at Mika, I didn't read from text. What did I do? I did PowerPoint presentation. I showed the numbers so far, what we have achieved. It was around 421 names that we have blocked. Some we have removed on the payroll since March. And I said to the public, these people have not come back. So this is the real meaning of ghost. Let me give you classic examples. At the Liberia National Police, we work with them, the leadership. They were very gracious, magnanimous. We identified 98 fictitious names on the LNP payroll. What did we do? We block it. That was March, Chris. Since March, April, May, none of those 98 people have come to tell us we are real human beings. We are not spirit. We are not ghosts. None.
Oh my God.
Liberia Land Authority, we block and remove 41 fictitious names. None of those people or spirits have come back to tell us that we are real human beings. We were just spirits for some time, but now we are real human. No, they have not come to be verified. Nothing. Nothing. They have not. We have done this across a number of entities. We did it at the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs. We identified 10 names. We block it on the payroll. We did it at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, just the central office, because the Foreign Service is not in the purview of the CSA. We identified 28. We block it on the payroll. They have not come back to tell us, Director General or the CSA, we are real human beings. Reinstate us. And if you come back and get verified, we request retroactive payment for you.
So
the
how
months
much
that you lost, we pay you back for that.
So how much have the CSA saved the government
We
for
have
spending
just
on
in a
those
short
names?
time on our own without money from the government or partners to do this, we have saved around $2 million.
Really?
Yes, we saved around $2 million.
That was what going
in
into the hands of those who were not
of ghosts.
In the hands of the ghost.
What?
The amount was what going into the hands of the ghost.
No, but you listen to this. Now, the action that we're going to be taking the first week of June.
I said you haven't taken one already.
That's going to be critical. And that's strictly in line. Oh, let me tell you something. We are also implementing the GAC audit recommendations. You know, the GAC conducted a payroll audit from 2018 to 2021 and released the report in 2022. And the Auditor General in that report, after that payroll compliance audit, recommended so many actions to be taken by the government. That was in 2022. Many of those actions were not taken, but I have to be appreciative of the government because they initiated the payroll migration to take the payroll data from the ATAPs. That's a system we are using currently, which has so many human efforts and has been manipulated a lot. So they initiated the process of implementing that recommendation of the Auditor General. And since we took over, we just continue on that note to implement it. So we have a task force, we have the CSA, we have the GAC, the IAA, and the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning. We have a task force exclusively working on the payroll migration to the new system called the CSM. That's the Civil Service Management System. So we're working on that. That was part of the recommendation. And the reason why we're doing that, we want to freeze access to the payroll when they see the CSM so that only people with the administrative right that the CSA know of and approve of will have access to the payroll. Because anything happens to the payroll, you're not supposed to go to finance, you need to come to CSA to account for whatever happens to the payroll. So we take control. But let me tell you the other straightforward recommendations that we have implemented so far from based on the Auditor's General recommendations. On our payroll, we had 122 individuals with shared bank account numbers. Meaning Chris, Finda, myself, the three of us on the payroll, we have one bank account number. When the month ends, our salaries go to that one bank account number. But Chris, Finda, and Josiah are not complaining that they're not receiving money, even though their bank account numbers are not on the payroll.
But somebody withdraws.
So the first action we took, we block it. We blocked the 122. Yes, that 122 that we blocked, the government was losing $30,000 every month to those group of people.
$30,000 every month.
United States dollars. Wow. And times that by what? That's what we are losing.
That's the math I'm doing now. I get it right.
Yes.
Can we say somebody or the three will go and collect it, or only one will go and collect?
Well, if it is only one bank account number, it means it is only one person's account that the salary. Our salary.
$30,000 a month times 12. 1 year is $360,000.
Okay, that's what we save.
Okay.
By blocking those people. Yeah, we saved that $300,000+. We saved that by blocking that.
And no one has come up.
Oh, nobody has come back to say, oh, no, the share account, Chris and myself, we are brothers, we agree.
Yeah,
to
we are
use one
co-joint twin.
yeah,
That
Maybe
that's
a
coach
co-joint
John,
twin.
that's
and
inclusive
Chris,
of the 2 million.
Chris, yes, it's inclusive.
Okay.
So 127 individuals,
Mhm.
mobile money account numbers on the payroll, mobile money account numbers, on the payroll.
Mhm.
Okay, Chris is on the payroll. We are paying Chris through mobile money account, but the name on the mobile money account is not Chris's name.
Another's name,
It
another
is
person's name.
Josiah's name. So on the payroll, you get Chris, Sellee. Then opposite Chris's name, you have Josiah Jokai. Then you have Josiah Jokai's mobile money account number. But that's supposed to be for Chris, who is the job holder. He's doing the job. So Chris works. At the end of the month, Josiah takes pay.
It's market work, Bible draw.
Josiah takes pay. That's not the only thing. Double dipping through mobile.
So we got that listed already. We'll come into that
through
one.
mobile money.
Double dipping.
Through mobile money. Double
So-
dipping was through mobile money.
And so we already in transition on that one. Let's come to double dipping, which because I remember the Faculty Association of the University of Liberia went into loggerhead with the government when they stopped setting lecturers at the university. They said they were working civil servant at the center doing teaching service, and they term it as double dipping. And then Faculty Association said, unless you can pay these people, we will not teach at the university. It brought an argument between the two sides. So, what in this case, what is double dipping?
Okay, so the mobile money scenario is the best example. All right, so on that same mobile money account arrangement, you have Chris Sellee. Chris is working for the Ministry of Internal Affairs as a data analyst. Chris is paid $600 under Ministry of Internal Affairs arrangement. Chris' name is on the same payroll, the same Chris Sellee, the same bank account number, everything, NIR number, National Identification Registry number, or NIN, National Identification Number, the same thing, Chris, the same Chris is working for the Ministry of Justice. He's working there as account clerk, and he's being paid $400. This is Chris working and doing that. Chris is double dipping. Those people, we had 27 of them, and we were losing $15,000 to those people. 15,000 plus monthly to those people, times that by 12. So we block it. We block it. They have not come back to say those mobile money account numbers are our mobile money account numbers. That's what we did. But here's the big one, Chris, that we are set to do, and we can't do this by ourselves. We have to work with the GSC to do it, and we're committed to doing that. In that audit report, the Auditor General underscored that 9,286 individuals were unverified.
1,002.
9,286 individuals were deemed unverified by the Auditor General in the report. The Auditor General advised that this is serious risk factor. This is a source of major waste, misapplication of government resources. The Auditor General therefore recommends that group of people be blocked on the payroll. 90 days was given. That's in 2022. Those people were not blocked, but 2,471 of those people were verified. They were verified, clearly legitimate employees. Beautiful. But the 6,815, as I speak to you, are yet to be verified. Now, mind you, that 6,815, we are paying those people every month $2.5 million.
Every month.
Every month. So annually, you are talking about somewhere around $30 million.
So how come your dragnet hasn't been able to undo or to stop that?
Wonderful. So what we are waiting for from the General Auditing Commission is the list of the verified individuals. Once we receive the list of the 2,471, we will set that data aside as legitimate, as we are doing, because they are still being paid. The 6,815, we will block them. And once we block them, we will be saving the government $2.5 million every month. $2.5 million. Finda, you are the mathematician here. $2.5 million times 12.
The ink ran in your calculator.
How much? How
2.5
much is
million.
that?
2.5
That's a
times.
whopping amount. Is
Mhm.
it around $30 million? Check it.
2.5
But
times 12.
that is what we are
Yes,
losing.
30 million.
It's 30 million?
Yeah.
Okay, correct. I just guessed it the right
30.
place, you know.
Oh my
So
God.
that is what we are losing. That's what we are losing
Annually.
annually. So we have to arrest it. So the CSA in a few weeks from now, maybe a week and a half or two from now, will have concluded with the General Auditing Commission. Once we receive the verified names, I tell you, Chris, we're not holding back. We are going to block those illegitimate, those fictitious names on the payroll through which a group of selfish and unpatriotic Liberians are stealing government's money and preventing development initiatives from happening in this country.
Okay, so you see why I was telling you you stand between the pair of Caesars. Some people see you as a reformer. Some people see you as taking bread from their table. So let's move on. And as if you have not even done,
We got to correct that.
yeah.
No, we're not taking bread from people. The people who we black, has anybody come to us to say they are human beings? No, the people who are working. Krifina, I mean, tell me, I don't
Chief,
think I'm wrong
these
here.
goals are in their grave, and they are in their grave, and I agree.
They are on the payroll. Nobody should be aggrieved because we have not fired real people who are working and who are legitimately on the payroll. No, we have not fired anybody. We have not worked with any head of entity to remove anybody from the job based on not having personnel action notice. No way. We haven't, not a single person we have. We're not firing people. In fact, we want to create opportunity for more professional Liberians, professional people who are qualified, because
Yeah.
you will have to be subjected to the employment process rigorously so that we have the right people in critical positions to help the government to deliver.
So,
Mhm.
yeah. So, this brings me now to the issue of recruitment. How is the issue of recruitment and let's say selection done currently when
Well,
the issue
so
of ghost names,
mhm.
yes, and
So
all
we
those.
still have the freeze, Fina. We still have the freeze in place. We're not doing new hire for now. No new hire.
Okay.
The only thing we lifted the freeze on was direct replacement. And direct replacement, you have to do it because there are some people who were retired, the position became vacant. Some people who are deceased, the position became vacant. Some
And
people
and
who
and
resigned, the position became vacant.
Mr. DG, you step us on toes. Let me put it in quotation again
Mhm.
in your reform agenda. What is consultancy policy?
Oh,
Yeah, so you just clear cut people pens down.
oh, no, I didn't step on toes. Here's what
You
happened.
step on toes.
No, we
Oh,
are reforming the consultancy again.
yeah,
That's
man.
what we do. And again, it's part of our quality reform process.
Mhm.
Um, so when we took over, we learned from the records, the payrolls that the just the last fiscal year alone, the government lost $6.1 million to consultancy across government. So I decided to use my own CSA as a test case. I say, okay, guys, bring me the photos of other consultants who were hired to provide services for CSA. They brought me 18 folders, 18, 1 8. I looked through those folders, no valid contracts, no reports of services provided, no performance management or appraiser reports, no timesheets to show when did they work for how long, on a monthly basis or
Mm.
weekly basis, how many hours they work or stuff. Because that's consultancy, that's professional service. You are being hired because of your expertise to bring difference, to bridge skills gaps, to bridge knowledge gaps. It's no fun, it's no joke because consultants help government
Mhm.
with capacity enhancement, with institutional reform, institutional development. But when I see a consultant folder and I don't see reports for services provided, something is wrong. Mayu, that is CSA.
Mhm.
CSA with a mandate to centralize personnel management. They meaning they are in charge. So if that happened at CSA within the consultancy realm, you know exactly what happened at the other spending entities. That was a complete bonanza. That was party time. People were having parties. People were not doing consultancy. No. So we took the first measure and say, Ministry of Finance and Development Planning, we sat with them, and Ministry of Finance, we are working together. They are our strategic partner. They support our efforts. We sat with them and say, okay, we spent $6.1 million on last fiscal year. This fiscal year, we're proposing a cap of $2 million. We want to work within that. Enough, not enough, we want to work within that. And we want to hire crème de la crème. We want to hire the best of the best.
That's what I wanted you to say, because many people thought you
No.
block it.
No. So when we did that, so how much are we saving because of that? $4.1 million. We are saving $4.1 million. And we're not just doing it from the blues. We developed a consultancy policy guidelines.
Mhm.
Is to guide us in hiring consultancy firms. Is to guide us in hiring consultants. Consultants are experts. Yes. So that's how we transforming the
Oh
regime.
my God.
Yes. So
You just
we didn't step on
you
toes.
just screw all over my friend. All right, so it's time for you to interact with the public, and as we promised, this interview will end at 5. Maybe we need for additional 5 minutes overboard, so that you can use the 5 minutes to answer to this question. 0777 Josiah Jocket, Director General, Civil Service
Hello.
Agency, is our studio guest. Let's take the calls.
Hello.
Magdalene will manage your calls.
Yeah,
Quickly,
quickly.
1 minute.
1 minute.
Leave all the pleasantry, go straight
1
into
minute.
it.
I won't hesitate.
Yeah, give me chance.
Chief, how you doing?
Shara, I want to thank you, Mr. Director General. Go ahead, do what you are doing. You
All
are
right.
doing well for the country, and you are doing well for the system. Put things into place. If you farmer need 2 times anywhere,
Now, why you were just sending me all the text messages?
yeah, but not the man.
I will read it. Thank you.
This thing is very well.
Thank you very much. Thanks for placing in your call, Chief. Hello.
Yeah, man. Good afternoon. It's me, Roger Matari.
Yes, sir. 1 minute.
I mean, my heart is just leaping with joy for all that you are explaining. But we want to see the implementation of those who brought them from the civil service, telling rule, they have called like brother to go bring up.
Why do you want to see?
See, that will be brought to
They already blocked the people. You wanted their names to be displayed?
some people, they they are not only a better up to that, but the group of women, when they go to see, I'm recommending that people they go to
All right, he's taking note. He will respond. He will
Okay.
respond, Chief. Yes, a minute. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, Madam. It's Abraham Sakam. I'm calling you from Zubatan here at the football field. Thank you for the show. I want to go very fast. I must admit, I don't know the fellow in there, the brother in there, but he won the 100 days deliverable. He's my own, he's my heart, my soul. I must admit he has done what Liberian needs. And my brother, never be afraid. Go and do the job.
Okay.
How long, my question is, how long will your system you putting in place serve Liberia? Will somebody come again, step in and continue to do their work? Beginnings to this country? Thank
All
you
right.
so very much. God bless you. You are the government. You are the man. Thank you.
Okay. Hello. Yes, sir. Oh my God. Hello. Yes, sir.
question for the children.
Your name?
Those I especially for the bridge or all of the educated people, it's important for you. Or are you get? I mean, do you get a tip of the instructor that enter class every day for the broad?
Okay, I mean, you come in broken. I don't know whether the.
Magdalene, good afternoon.
Yes, sir. Quickly.
Thank you. And let me say a pleasant good afternoon to your guests in studio. I joined you from District 4. I did the voice of Akwe Boys, you know. Well, Sis Magdalene, I listened to your guest and I was very attentive when he explained all of what he explained. And I can only say I think he's best suited for the job. I don't think Honorable Baka made any mistake by, appointing this individual in such capacity. But all I can say to you, sir, is that continue to do the right thing. We know that sometimes when you try to do certain things in the best interest of the country, certain people will not hear you for what you do. For what you are doing, I can say you are doing it in the best interest of our country. Continue and thank you so kindly.
Okay, thanks for placing your call. Hello. Yes, it's good to have you on. Yes, ma'am. You say your name again? Okay. Okay.
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
Look at that kind of prayer say. What?
Is there a man?
You're still not on the table offering prayer.
No, that mother.
Oh, that mother. Sorry.
Hello.
No, Magdalene, the studio guest.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, my name is Wesley Yoya, and I call you from the Painesville area.
Okay.
I want to inquire from the Director General because I had a situation and I had to go to the CS's office. I went to Ministry of Finance and I went to all the other places, and my 3 months salary did not come. This program, we have 2 programs on BI campus. One is run by BLI, which is a 4-year program, and another one is directly under the Ministry of Education TVET program. And I'm teaching those 2 separate programs.
Quickly, Chief.
Yes. So, and I'm working for those 2 separate programs. So, was I double dipping?
All right. You will get to know, yeah? Maybe you have to stick
He's
to
taking
one.
note. He's taking note.
All right. Hello. Yes, sir.
I'm Charles Cooper. I call from Kirisborough.
You are double dipping too?
No, I'm not working government.
Okay.
I'm a private worker. I work in the private sector. I'm a classroom teacher in the private sector.
Yes, I know, sir.
Yeah, but I want to say to JJ, I think he's doing a marvelous job. Magdalene, the abnormal system that have become normal in Liberia will always work back. Whenever you get into government, you want to carry on some drastic change. People, as you say, 18 or 30 within what you think you do. Magdalene, there's this thing like, bro, where we can say, just shove me somewhere, let me just be there. People will be in government, they are not working, they are no deal, by the end of the month, they go and receive salary at the detriment of the state. I think our system has become so archaic and deplorable that it needs complete overhauling. So you that will stand your ground, you can be strong spiritually and physically, because people will fight back. Corruption do fight back. That's the problem with Liberia. So as soon as you try to change the system, you see a whole lot of protestation, a whole lot of negative propaganda, because we have gotten used to the abnormal system. They have become our culture.
Okay. All right, Mr. Cooper.
To change it, it's not small thing. So we want to take a stand your ground and let the thing be put into action, not only to be said.
Okay. All right. Thanks so much. Yeah, let me take. Yeah, hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yes, Chief. Yeah, Chief, get 15 more seconds.
Thank you very much for the corridor. So the step that
Okay.
continue and perform a good job so far. Thank you very much.
Okay, sir. Thanks for placing your call. Hello. 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 Yeah. Yes, sir.
Let me say thank you to your students, Mr. Josiah Yoga. He's monitoring him on several occasions, and he's doing a good job at the CSE. And I want to tell you that he's not being fair. He's going to receive one term of check for this is Nigeria. Should be one of those who work with part of this country. If I should commend two directors that His Excellency Ambassador Joseph Nimabwate has appointed and are doing very well, he and his mentor, and let them continue to work in the interest of this country so that they can transform this country. These criminals must be brought to book and they must be shamed. Once you put people on payroll who are not, or when us, people will not go to work, people will not live.
Oh, yeah.
You said they're not living. They're not living. You said they're not living.
They both do not live.
Yeah, but
You can't
taking the last one.
no,
No, we are still. Not many goes because they're not even coming again. No one has asked since their line was blocked.
Hello, last caller. Okay, for Cape Mount. Chief Hello. Okay. Okay, sir.
No. Again, for clarity, I've never taken consultancy from government. Even though I could take one. Even though I could take one if it's available based on the new policy. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay, good. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, we
Okay, sir. Thanks for placing your
yes. So
call.
lastly, we take difficulty.
Yeah.
Difficulty?
Hey, difficulty.
Yes, let's hear you, Chief. Happy belated birthday, 71 years, right? Okay, let's hear you.
On May 22, thank you. Let me say good evening to my brother.
Oh my God, Mr. Kuti.
I do not only know who you are, but I know what you are, especially when you are at NEC. Yes, I know you very well.
Yes.
If this government has not done anything in the 100 days, what it has done is to set up a system. Yes. And don't be afraid. Nobody will kill you like other people died during the past 6 years because they were exposed to it. Nobody's going to kill you. Like somebody said, the government, Jesus will protect you. You're going to live.
Amen.
You're going to do your job. You know, it's so discouraging and so bad. You know, I believe that God Himself participated in this election that just passed. Yes, God Himself. This was by a divine intervention. God wanted these guys out. Why is this people so shameless like this? Look at the NTA, for example. Those shameless people broke down 68 buses or more that were donated by India and Turkey. People, taxpayers' money. They did not only destroy the buses without shame, but made a ground in the NTA compound to look like a haunted use. People could go to heaven with the roof from one side to the other. Well, look, God made them get this country by roofs of it. These guys are there. But I can tell them something. I'm saying from time to time, if the GNC or LNCC will not catch you, God will catch you. You will not until you taste the evil of your deeds. Those of you who stole from this country, and you're not going to die until you taste the evil of your deeds. And I tell you another one. If you destroy somebody's life through stealing, through cheating, through the budget to build mansions for yourself, don't worry, my brothers and sisters. I can tell you something. Take it as a loan.
You didn't add lies to it.
Pardon?
You didn't add lies to it.
All lives, yes. If you destroy somebody's lives, if you destroy people's lives through lies, stealing, and cheating, alone, it will come back to you with interest. Not full, but quadruple. Some of you will be in your graves crying for your children and
Oh, that's smart.
children. You'll be in your grave crying for your children. Please help them. God will say you deprive other people's children from getting drugs at the JFK. You stole money to enrich your family. You was my brother took
No, listen.
Oh my God.
This man is not coming on Flashpoint.
Oh my God.
No, I'm managing his media affairs. He's not coming on Flashpoint.
Oh my God, Mr. Koti.
All right.
Oh.
Thank you. Who authorized you to record our platform?
Yeah.
Oh. Thank you. David Koti. He's the ambassador, former ambassador extraordinary for this platform. Yes, JJ.
Oh
Mr.
my
Director
God,
General,
man.
you got 5 minutes
I don't
to.
know where to start from. 5
Yes.
minutes too long. I'm just going to bundle up this
Yeah.
first to everyone, for all the commendations. I'm so grateful. I'm happy that Liberians are welcoming this initiative. This is about them. This is about their lives. This is about our country. And I'm committed to this, not because I chose to develop a posture or to use, power as some Liberians may see it, or, to just clamp down on my fellow citizens. No. My role here is simple. I'm doing a piece of job that I've been charged to do by His Excellency, the President of this country. And like many of the callers said, they believe that I'm qualified to do this job. Chris, something I did say from the beginning, I must say here. I've been around in the public service for some time. I work for the Ministry of Education as administrative assistant to the minister. I even helped.
Who was the
that
minister?
was Dr. Joseph Dizekotu.
Okay.
And by then, I worked with Mr. Gonga, Otelo Gonga. He was policy advisor before he became minister. And Mr. Gonga and I worked on the first post-war inception report for the education sector. It was that report that was transformed into what we have today as the Education Reform Act of 2011. My fingerprints is across that document too as well. I work for the National Elections Commission for 5 years, and now in Liberia, also under the auspices of ECOWAS, the UNDP, and AU. I provided technical support to electoral commissions across other African countries. I work for the National Commission on Arms as the executive director, and I helped to bring some of the reforms, the very electronic record keeping system that we have for all our arms in this country. We set it up when I was there. And so I'm not new to the sector. And I think my current academic accomplishment, I'm in the third term of my dissertation for a PhD in industrial organizational psychology from Adler University in Chicago, Illinois. Adler is one of America's oldest and best psychology institutions, and I'm very proud that I'm going to be a product of that institution. So what that does for me is that it gives me the expertise as a professional workforce leadership and institutional development expert. So that is also helping with the kind of leadership I'm providing, the skills, the knowledge, and experience. So this is not new. But let me say to all the callers, many of you call to commend the work we're doing at the CSA. It's not just me. The commendations goes to the entire CSA family. The employees, my two colleagues, Dano Mianyan, the Deputy Director General for Administration, the Deputy Director General for Human Resource Management and Policy, Darlington A.P. Smith. We have a great team. Everything we're doing, I'm just the chief spokesperson, but is the work, the decision, and collective work of the civil service agencies. So the commendations go to every one of us at the CSA. There's somebody who talked, that's a specific one I'd like to speak to, a fellow who called and talked about working uh, for two different programs in the same education sector. I think, and he said he did not get his pay, but I want to see the communication. I don't like to speak to issues when I have not seen the details. I'm encouraging him to come to the CSA. And if he submitted the communication prior to my taking over, I want him to resubmit so that we can review. And if he deserves, the payments, we will encourage the government to make the payment. If he doesn't, we'll let him know why, he doesn't deserve it, and we're not going to pay it if he does not deserve it. So I would like to encourage him to resubmit his request so that we can work together to resolve the issue. But I'd like to thank everybody and those who offer special prayers. I'm very grateful. It is timely because, Chris, I don't want to say the details here, but my family has been threatening a whole lot. You guys heard some of it.
Yes,
I've been attacked in the street by individuals. They walk up to me. They don't even make a secret. Sometimes I get in from the car and they come and say, "Oh, Joker, we know you. We know your three boys, and you know that what you are doing has implications for your family." And I just say thank you and I pass by them. But I don't know the day somebody will come in a different form to do stuff. But I just gave God everything, and people don't know me. The values that I have, I cultivated them from my late dad, and from institutions that I work, to be resilient, to be respectful, to make sure that you treat everybody fairly and in a just way. I'm not going to change that. So the role that I am playing at the CSA to provide leadership, nothing is going to change. Not an inch of it is going to change. In fact, the wrong thing to do is to threaten me, because you threaten me, you encourage me to do the job further. Then it means that something is wrong. So I need to check further to know that which is wrong and to fix it.
So quickly, how far you are
Mhm.
in achieving this milestone?
Mhm.
Civil service servants should take pay twice a month.
Oh yes. So we did the. Hey, that's a big one.
And because I'm looking
Oh my
here,
God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Everywhere
Twice
I
a
pass,
month.
everybody
wow.
say, "Oh, this is the man who said we take pay twice a month." We are getting closer. Here's the deal. So we were able to get Echo Bank. Not even us. Echo Bank was very innovative. They discussed with us the whole salary advance payment 50%, and then for
We got a same
can you
policy here.
imagine for civil
Eh?
servants?
No, it's for our RCI employees.
Yes. So
Yeah,
wonderful. That's
we're
great.
partnering with EcoBank
You
on
do
that one.
wonderful, wonderful. So you see, they're doing just a 3%.
Yes,
Yeah,
3%.
repayment in 30 days. So when we launched it, the pressure came on me. Civil servants, who have accounts with all the other commercial banks, the five banks, they were like, Director General, this is not fair. This is not fair. You have to let the other banks, initiate the same product. So we invited the CEOs and presidents of the other five banks. Graciously, they all came to the meeting. We had a beautiful and fruitful conversation. They all agree to develop and launch the same product that EcoBank launched, the 50% salary advance payment.
Mhm.
So where they are now, I got a last update last week from them. They all have initiated the development of their products. They are almost done. And then they will be coming with the agreement. CSA will sign on behalf of civil servants that
The only
who,
repercussion,
who have
Chief,
who have
Papa is now going to be going home
the
very
the
soon.
what?
Papa will not go home
What
straight.
do you mean?
You remember that slogan, Papa not come? They're going to stop halfway at the entertainment
Halfway.
center and withdraw using their mobile
And you
accounts
know the funny
and
part about
boost.
it, the Echo Bank on, you
Yeah,
just go on your phone
that's not good.
and then dial star three two
Yeah.
six hash, and then the prompt
You get money.
comes and say
Yes.
how much, and then you put in, if you take in $500, you put in
I,
$250,
I'm
and you're
telling
ready
you.
to go to the ATM to
Yes.
take your $250.
Say, come on, bring more beer, man.
So,
We'll pay.
so the other banks have agreed. That's the big news. They have agreed. So do not troop into Echo Bank. Just stay with your bank. We will be launching the same policy. Those banks will be giving you up the opportunity to take up to 50% upfront of your salary, and you will pay back only with an interest rate, a record interest rate of 3%. I haven't seen that anywhere here. The people gave money for 2 weeks for 15%. They gave money for 2 weeks for 20%, 25%. But this time we're doing it. So what is the importance of this, Chris? To answer your question directly, the fact that we are doing this at this time means that we are very close to the 2 weeks payment. We are very, very close to the 2 weeks payment. I don't want to give details about that. Maybe the next time when I sit here, I will give you the mechanics in terms of how it's going to happen, how we're going to reach that understanding with the banking institutions to ensure that every 2 weeks, Chris knows that he works for government. He knows that he's taking $250 interest-free on the 15th of the month. And then on the 30th, he's taking the last $250 interest-free. We're not far from that. And that's what the president talked about. Making sure that we improve the economic standing of our citizens, giving them money on demand, that anytime they want to spend, they can spend, put food on the table for their families. They are able, in fact, to expand their loan portfolio and take more money and buy cars. They deserve cars. Take more money and build their own homes. They deserve it. Banking institutions.
He's there for the lives to be transformed.
Yes, banking institution will be comfortable because they know that every 2 weeks your money comes.
Yes.
If even you decide to increase the loan size that you're taking, they wouldn't have problem with that. So the other thing that does, Chris, is that it makes money to circulate in the economy. Then it addresses the liquidation problem that we always have. Government does not have to borrow money to stabilize, liquidity in the economy. It does that. So we use the one stone to kill 1 million economic birds.
Wow. So Joe Barker was actually eyeing all of these things and just dictated them to you people as you got out. This is what I want done, and then you guys have hit the road running, man. So you and Mo Ali this week, you guys are added Mo Ali, and the Ministry of State. You guys are the darling boys for Honor Joe Barker last week. And I hope the Loma people can say, let me put it in Loma. Right? You can know you understand Loma. Both the Tewuligi, Jayana Matwa probably Gulezo. The country chicken, when you say the chicken is so beautiful and white. You start looking for the factory where they're producing the oil. Those who said Hosanna could equally say, let's crucify them. But keep your head above the water. Stay strong. Don't be intimidated, like David Coty said. And before you agree to his appearance, to appear on his, please let me approve that.
Actually, I see to approve.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Gigi.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Finda.
Okay. Before you close up, please, we are asking you to please open your salary account with Echo Bank. Yes,
Echo Bank.
I mean the Director General left it open because he's he for everybody. But for Echo Bank is our proud sponsor. So we are asking you to please open your salary accounts with Echo Bank, the very best bank.
I didn't tell Finda to say that.
Yeah, no.
I mean, we say this every time.
That's your.
If I listen,
Echo Bank, you do that business.
If I listen, we're not close with our regular team song. We're close with this agreement, with this to tell you that we are in partnership with Echo Bank. This is it. We're closing now, and this is a closing. Thank you so much for coming.
Right.
But listen.
What happened to you, so? Julie, worry, I need to pay McDonald's coffee first thing tomorrow morning. And today is Sunday, I finish and get 1 cent.
But they're not problem there at all. It's possible you can still pay it tomorrow.
Lord, I think you're not level. I'm not joking. If you can't help me, tell me alone.
Yeah, I can help you. Let me ask you, have you heard about Echo Bank money emergency number?
You say what? Just leave me alone. I'm telling you, I need to pay my money tomorrow morning. And then be open way in 9 o'clock. It can't help me.
But you're not even going to the bank, Tano. All you have to do is to dial *326# and request for 50% of your salary. You will pay Echo Bank back within 30 days, and the interest are only 3%. The money will be sent to your account in a minute, and you can use your ATM card to withdraw it from any Echo Bank ATM.
You mean I'll get it receipt there?
Oh yes, instantly. I mean in a minute. But to you, Echo Bank that baby.
I think so.
Oh, I beg you, yeah. Echo Bank can make things happen sharp. For any money emergency, just dial *326# to help yourself out.
Echo Bank, the Pan African Bank.
What did John me? I said, John, I thought to you.
Oh my couple. Money, oh. But what do you say? What a problem you just yelling all around here the morning?
I said, my son said about on the road. But the LEC people get it, but 3 different numbers to put in the meter. I confused and I even know what kind of plenty number they just get it, but so.
But bring it, let me see. But oh my couple, you not hear say LEC say all of us that have a meter must update our meter. A very important oh, we need to update our meter then quick before August 31st this year. Because if you not update your meter before that time, your meter and you will not be able to buy any current only again.
Oh, John, but I see what you talking so. So how come I do the whole thing now?
I say, my couple, you will buy LEC token through any of the current vendor outlets or any digital platform. Then you will receive 3 sets of 20-digit numbers on any recharge. The first number is the first part of the update token number. The second number is the second part of the update token number. Then the third number is your current number that will bring current in your meter, my couple. You will enter that number in your meter the same way you can put current in your meter. No different in there, man. You put the first one, you press enter. You put the second one, you press enter. When you put the third one, you press enter. Bam, then the current will enter straight in your meter.
Oh, John, like how the thing is so? I say, a go to school. Thank you, yeah, John. That God bless you. Plenty, Papa. So, how about the people that will buy through the digital platforms and not receive that update number now? What do you want to happen to them?
The people that will buy through the digital platforms will also get their 3 tokens. If for any reason you're not getting the 3-digit token and you're not updating your meter yet, please call the LEC customer service number 4500. But listen, they won't before I forget. If you buy current anywhere and they're giving you hard time to enter, you can call the same LEC 4500 for support. The people get some people on standby to help you with this meter update business. You can also go to LEC head office in Waterside, West Point, LEC customer service, Kills, Connect gas station, ELW rehab, Batnozil, 72nd Boulevard, or the LEC TRD project field teams to solve all your LEC meter update problem.
I say, thank you, yeah, John. At least I'm able to tell other people about this updating, yeah. Thank you.
Hey, my couple, you enjoy your holiday small. Let me add this information there. Not all of our meters will need an update. LEC has already updated most of its meters from a meter lab. So you can verify as well if your meter is updated from your token. Check if your token has KRN number 2. This means your meter is already updated. All the meters that require this update will receive 3 sets of 20-digit tokens upon your purchase. So when you go and buy your current, you will see KCT1, KCT2, and then the other last number. Follow these steps to make sure that you update your meter once you receive the 3 sets of 20-digit tokens. The first thing you do, enter the KCT1 numbers and press enter. It will reset your meter. Then you wait small. You enter the KCT2 number and press enter. Then it will update your meter. Then finally, enter the last token, which is your actual electricity token. As John said, bam, current and finish enter your meter straight. Once this process is complete, the update is finished and you will need not to do this again. The people from LEC say this process is easy and simple. You can do it yourself.
What happened to you so?
Julie, worry, oh, I need to pay Magdalene's coffee first thing tomorrow morning. And today is Sunday, I finish, I'll get 1 cent.
But there's no problem there at all. It's possible you can still pay it tomorrow.
Lord, I tell you, I'm not level. I'm not joking. If you can't hear me, tell me alone.
I can help you. Let me ask you, have you heard about EcoBank Money Emergency Number?
You say what? Just leave me alone. I'm telling you, I need to pay my money tomorrow morning first thing. And then be open way 9 o'clock. They can't help me.
But you're not even going to the bank, Tano. All you have to do is to dial *326# and request for 50% of your salary. You will pay EcoBank back within 30 days, and the interest are only 3%. The money will be sent to your account in a minute, and you can use your ATM card to withdraw it from any EcoBank ATM.
Dalame, you mean I'll get it the same day?
Oh yes, instantly. I mean in a minute. But to you, EcoBank that baby.
I think so.
Oh, I beg you, yeah. EcoBank can make things happen sharp. For any money emergency, just dial *326# to help yourself out.
EcoBank, the Pan African Bank.
Nanti drop. Also, you know go.
Internet no excuse to not get one router in my house, yeah. Let me run now to put it for me and the family.
Get your home internet router from any Orange store or POS around the country and enjoy affordable data packs that start from $9 for 10 gigabytes valid 30 days to $59 for 125 gigabytes valid 30 days. There's a pack for everyone. Enjoy using the fastest speed internet. Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange. My people, hello. Why make breakfast chicken for the day? So that's what chicken out to our purpose for us. They can help family us make plenty of money.
Man, you say the sasso rooster can get big like the pep cow in 3 months now.
One sasso chicken can live up to 240 chicken eggs in 1 year.
Just in 4 weeks, sasso chicken can live 3 days. Just like the poultry chicken there. This can help minimize your poultry counts.
Man, you say they're not all set. Sasso chicken are touched like iron soap. Lay chicken egg is survive in any villages across the period.
Sasso meat, it can be good.
They're not all set. That poultry can help us to put your chicken in. The people can supply us cooling, bathing food.
Good part about the whole thing doing their first 4 weeks. Sasso Puller can get you a good price in the market, increasing your profit in just 40 days.
What? Sasso chicken from Black Portrait? You are the ultimate choice for mine.
Helping your family make money.
What happened to you so?
Julie, I need to pay McDonald's coffee first thing tomorrow morning. And today is Sunday. I finish. I'll get 1 cent.
But there's no problem there at all. It's possible you can still pay it tomorrow.
No, that thing you are not level. I'm not joking. If you can't help me, just leave me alone.
Yeah, I can help you. Let me ask you, have you heard about EcoBank money emergency number?
You say what? Just leave me alone. I'm telling you, I need to pay my money tomorrow morning first thing. And then be open way 9 o'clock. They can't help me.
But you're not even going to the bank, Tano. All you have to do is to dial *326# and request for 50% of your salary. You will pay EcoBank back within 30 days, and the interest are only 3%. The money will be sent to your account in a minute, and you can use your ATM card to withdraw it from any EcoBank ATM.
Dalame, you mean I'll get it the same day?
Oh yes, instantly. I mean in a minute. But to you, EcoBank that baby.
I think so.
Oh, I beg you, yeah. EcoBank can make things happen sharp. For any money emergency, just dial *326# to help yourself out.
EcoBank, the Pan African Bank.
Router, internet, and follow data pack. No excuse still do not get one router in my house. Yeah. Let me run now the portal for me and the family.
Get your home internet router from any Orange store or POS around the country and enjoy football data packs that start from $9 for 10 gigabytes valid 30 days to $59 for 125 gigabytes valid 30 days. There's a pack for everyone. Enjoy using the fast speed internet. Brings you closer to what matters. Orange.
Papa, what did John me? I said, John, I can't tell you.
Oh my couple. Money, oh. But what do you say? What a problem you just yelling all around here the morning?
I said my son sat about on the road. But the LEC people get it, but 3 different numbers to put in the meter. I confused and I even know what kind of plenty number they just get it, but so.
Oh, but bring it, let me see. But oh my couple, you know here say LEC say all of us that have a meter must update our meter. A very important one, we need to update our meter quickly before August 31st this year, because if you not update your meter before that time, your meter and you will not be able to buy any current relay again.
Oh, John, but I still think it will be so. Something to do the whole thing now.
I say, my couple, you will buy LEC tokens through any of the current vendor outlets or any digital platform. Then you will receive 3 sets of 20-digit numbers on any recharge. The first number is the first part of the update token number. The second number is the second part of the update token number. Then the third number is your current number that will bring current in your meter, my couple. You will enter that number in your meter the same way you can put current in your meter. No different in there, man. You put the first one, you press enter. You put the second one, you press enter. When you put the third one, you press enter. Then the current will enter straight in your meter.
Oh, John, the letting is so. I said, a good to go to school. Thank you, yeah, John. God bless you. Papa. So, for the people that will buy through the digital platforms and not receive that update number now, what do you want to do again?
The people that will buy through the digital platforms will also get their 3 tokens. If for any reason you're not getting the 3-digit token and you're not updating your meter yet, please call the LC customer service number 4500. Listen, they won't before I forget. If you buy current anywhere and they're giving you hard time to enter, you can call the same LC 4500 for support. The people get some people on standby to help you with this meter update business. You can also go to LEC head office in Waterside, West Point, LEC customer service, Kills, Honest Gas Station, EFW Rehab, Blackwood Zone, 72nd Boulevard, or the LEC TRD Project Field Team to solve all your LEC meter update problems.
I said, thank you, yeah, John. At least I'm able to tell other people about this update.
Hey, now, couple, you enjoy your holiday small. Let me add this information there. Not all of our meters will need an update. LEC has already updated most of its meters from 8 meter line. So you can verify as well if your meter is updated from your token. Check if your token has KRM number 2. This means your meter is already updated. All the meters that require this update will receive 3 sets of 20-digit tokens upon your purchase. So when you go and buy your coin, you will see KCT1, KCT2, and then the other last number. Follow these steps to make sure that you update your meter once you receive the 3 sets of 20-digit tokens. The first thing you do, enter the KCT1 numbers and press enter. It will reset your meter. Then you wait small. You enter the KCT2 number and press enter to update your meter. Then finally, enter the last token, which